Hi, I am recording my Birdie Beauty selfie video. I have the questions right here, so I'm going to have to refer to them. Okay, so I am Jennifer Kimball. I am 38 years old. I live in Pasadena, California, and I'm a registered nurse. My makeup beauty persona I would definitely describe as minimalist. I am not super skilled at putting on makeup, don't know how to contour, do a smoky eye, so pretty much stick with products that are simple for me to use, lighter color eyeshadows. I have a few go-to, like couple eyeshadows I use, a couple blushes, a MAC blot powder, different lip glosses and lipstick if I'm feeling crazy. When it comes to skincare though, I am a bit of a product junkie in that area and definitely more experimental. So as I've gotten more into my 30s, I have added more things into my skincare regimen, to keep up with my aging skin, and have found myself always looking for like the next best night cream, the next best eye cream or toner or what have you. So I definitely experiment a little bit more there. Let's see what types of brands do I like the most? I definitely gravitate towards things that are either really well known, but more often things that I've read good reviews on, that I've read articles on, preferably in more than one place, or that's been recommended to me by somebody that I trust. I have one friend who's an esthetician, but I rely a lot on the girls at Sephora, which is where I buy most of my makeup and my beauty. Pretty much my makeup and my skincare, pretty much all of it is where I get it at Sephora. How have my beauty preferences changed in the last year? So again, I have added things like, over the last few years, I've added things like retinol, vitamin C, eye cream, things like that. A few months ago, I started doing the double cleanser thing. So I cleanse first with an oil, and then I follow that up with a foaming cleanser. The oil that I use is this Tatcha One Step Camellia cleansing oil. I really like this. It's not heavy, doesn't dry my skin out like a lot of oils have seemed to. And then this Ole Henriksen African Red Tea Foaming Cleanser. I love, love, love this. This I was using even before I started using the cleansing oil. This is kind of one of my constants. Very creamy, very foamy, 1 or 2 pumps lathers my whole face. It's a good size bottle. Both of these products are pretty well priced too for the amount that you get, which is something that I look for because skincare can get pretty expensive. The Tatcha was recommended to me by one of the girls at Sephora, and it had really good reviews, so that's how I found that. Who do I trust most for beauty advice and why? Again, I ask for recommendations a lot from the girls that work at Sephora when I'm there, but then I'll always follow that up by reading reviews on those products. Who, what, where, Byride, obviously, articles I read in InStyle or Lucky on skincare. Those are 2 magazines that I read a lot. So anything that I read a lot that I find reputable and that has done me well in the past, that's who I rely on. And then again, I have one friend who's an esthetician, but that's pretty much it. Do others come to me for beauty advice? Not so much for makeup advice. Like I said, that's not really my area of expertise, but for skincare, they do. So if I have a friend who is looking to incorporate something new, or they're looking for a new, toner or, a new vitamin C, then, they'll hit me up and ask me to recommend a couple good products. 3 of my favorite beauty products. So I showed you 2. I showed you the oil and the foaming cleanser. This is actually an eye cream I started using just a few months ago, and I'm still on my first bottle, so that's pretty awesome. It's the Shiseido Bioperformance Super Corrective Eye Cream. This was also recommended to me by somebody at Sephora. I'd used a ton of eye creams. I had been using Ren before this. Before that, I think I was using the Kiehl's avocado one, which was good. I like that one. This one I really, really love. It's really thick, but it absorbs really well. I use this both at night and in the morning, and I've actually noticed a lessening of fine lines under my eyes, so I really like that. And then just to throw in a little bit of makeup, this Naked Urban Decay Flushed. I really like this. It is a bronzing palette, so I don't use the bronzer too much because I find I make myself look too streaky, but I love the blush and I love the highlighter that I use on the top of my cheeks. Do I feel overwhelmed by the number of beauty brands and products? I can see how somebody would. I myself have really kind of honed in my process, you know, into, you know, I've read a lot, you know, I know what my skin needs right now, you know, I know where to have my go-to spot and, you know, the people that I'll ask, you know, that work there for advice, and then I follow that up with my own research. So for myself, I don't feel so overwhelmed. Have I purchased beauty online? Usually I don't, unless it's something that I've used before. I generally want to be able to, you know, look at a tester. I want to feel the consistency of the product. I want to smell it. I usually don't buy anything I haven't used before online. Actually, with the exception of this Alina vitamin C serum that I believe I read about on Who What Wear, and it had a ton of really great reviews on Amazon, and it was only $25. So I figured, you know, even if I don't like it, you know, I'm not losing out on a ton of money. And so far I actually really like it. I've only been using this for a few nights though. I do currently subscribe to a beauty box. I subscribe to Glossy Box. I really like it. I like that for only 20 bucks a month, I get like a fun little surprise in the mail. Since I'm not inclined to go out and experiment with makeup, I feel like this is a fun way to do that because they do send a lot of makeup products. And then I love samples of skincare products. It's one of the things I love best about going to Sephora because I have 1,000,000 points. So I always get a lot of samples after I buy something. Let's see. So a few quick questions. Beauty products I'm most likely to experiment with, skincare, what I'm most particular about, makeup, again, because I'm not so great at it. So I've got my few go-to products that I'll use. I would rather have a general beauty box with new items rather than a rotating theme box. And I would like both a monthly subscription with smaller products and a quarterly subscription with full-size products. I mean, couldn't we have once a month with smaller products and then every quarter get like a bigger, you know, a box with bigger size products? That would actually be ideal. That I would love. Okay, so that is the end of my activity. I hope I was helpful. I hope I answered all your questions. And thanks for asking me to do this. Bye.